video. That was the first million video.
How did you know that?
This is my job, bro. I'm supposed to do this, bro.
I didn't even remember that. That was my first million video. That was crazy too. I was wondering. So I looked on it. I looked on there, and then one day I was like, "Oh, this just started getting like a whole lot of likes and views."
I need the stories, and you have to dive a little more deeper into that LA life.
Hi, Moody.
I took a break cause I had to get right now, I'm back in that mode. Nowadays, I don't see none of these niggas who claiming they stick to the code. I put bullets in my wallet and you niggas like it, you made the fold. Fuck on the Spanish hoe and she gon' DM me in vanish mode. And you gotta watch for all of these niggas ain't really your bros. Her and her friends gon' jump in the whip, my nigga, I came with the hoe. I smoke weed so I get high so I don't catch up with the lows. Model bitch cooking for me, she cater to me, she Beyonce, no. No, I don't give a fuck what you say, so it's better you don't even speak. These niggas can walk in my shoes if these niggas had my feet. She heard I was good at rapping and beats, so she gon' let me.
Welcome to Pittsburgh Chatter, where I do interviews where I want, whenever I want, with who I want. And today I have a very special guest, DreGotRizz. How's it going, bro?
DreGotRizz, it's good. It's going good.
Okay, now I've had a lot of content creators up here, but you're one of the youngest ones that has motion in the city. So I'm definitely happy to have you here. But this is one thing I always like to do right before the interview. I check people's TikToks, Instagram, and everything. And I'm glad I looked at yours, because you was just with Stephon Diggs. So is he actually your cousin? How did you make this happen, and where were you at?
All right, so I was just keeping real with y'all. Stephon Diggs is not my cousin.
All right.
He's not my cousin. I was lying about that.
Okay.
But, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And I feel like that right there was something that could really get my views up, because I've been like in a moment right now to where I kind of been a little farther away from content creation as far as just me dealing with a lot of stuff, like just doing everything. So I feel like I'm actually getting back into my mud.
But where did you meet him? Where was this at?
So they had like a I want to say it's like an NBA or it was like an NBA, and they had NBA and football players and like Twitch streamers, and a few content creators. It was, I want to say, a little further back, probably about like 4 or 5 months ago. But it was like a fun little event that I attended.
Okay, so did you see anybody else there, or was just like, why don't you got pics with everybody? Or,
I got pics with Keon Coleman, actually.
From the Bills.
If y'all want to know who really is my cousin, DeMar Hamlin. That's my cousin.
In real life? Okay, so.
That's just from what my mom told me. I don't know for real, but I be seeing him a lot.
Okay, so now let's get to some of your content creation. So did you first start on YouTube?
I first started on TikTok.
Okay, but, so wait, how did that work? So you were already posted on TikTok and then you started to do vlogs? Okay, so let's talk about the process first. Let's first talk about YouTube. So when did you first start doing the vlogs? And then we'll get to TikTok.
So a long time ago when I was younger, I used to do little YouTube vlogs. I used to always think it was cool. I figure if there were people my age doing like YouTube, but a lot of their parents would help them set it up. Me, I wanted to be so independent, I would do it by myself, but it would play. But then 9 times out of 10, I figured like I could really do this. I could really, if I put my mind to it, I could do it. It didn't really end up getting me nowhere, so I stopped doing it. Okay,
but let's talk about some of these vlogs though. So the first video you had was it was more of like a get ready with me, but then you were talking about I gotta do some chores. And you could tell like this was just like a test drive video.
It was a random video. That video was so random. I did not know what to do.
And it wasn't even like 15 minutes. It was only a couple of minutes. So first let's start talking about this video. So this was just a test drive. This wasn't like really something that you had planned or anything like that.
So the initial plan for that video was, let me show them what it is. Like, let me just see how to work everything. And, you know, I'm doing it on my phone, too. So it's like, the quality
that was on your phone.
That good.
Okay.
And I wonder, like, if I could do this on my phone, then what if I get a camera? So I feel like I was just manifesting from there. Like, I could, if this video do good, or if people actually see this, or I promote myself good, then I can actually start doing bigger videos.
And so was that during the summer? Or was that like a Saturday? Because then you went to the movies, correct, with your friends? So how were they, like, because this is their first time you're doing a vlog with them too. How were they? Were they receptive to it, or? So
this was actually something that I still need to work on now. There were a lot of times where I did vlogs by myself, and a lot of times people would want to be on the camera, but then when they're actually, like when I implement them into the video, that's when things kind of go sideways, because some people don't like being on the camera. And for me, like if someone puts in a request like, oh, can you take this down, or can you take this down? No matter if it's one person, something in me, I feel obligated to take that post down. So now I feel like now I try to fully get people's consent before I just put them on my camera now. So when I'm outside, or when I try to do videos, or when I just record people, I want to make sure it's okay with them so they're really comfortable. And that was something in my first post to where I tried to really have me in the camera and not anyone else. So it was kind of awkward.
I know exactly what you mean. So is it one of those things where like they might regret something that they said, or they don't like the way they look, so they're like, nah, I need the, and then you got to take the whole thing down.
It irritates me so bad, and that's something that really will like ruin so much. Because then editing stuff, like I can't edit you out of my video if you got in it so many times. So it's kind of hard.
Turn it to a 3-minute video. No, you're right.
I hate that.
All right, now then another one, bro. Whew, the back to school shopping. Now, bro, you have some expensive ass taste, bro. So first, let's start there. Oh, I probably shouldn't cut. I'm good. Okay, all right. So you do have some very expensive taste, bro. So first, let's talk about this. I'm watching the video and I'm thinking, okay, so he's gonna go school shopping. This is gonna be clothes. No, the first thing you do is get an iPad. So why was that the first thing you did? First, let's start there.
So I figure if I'm starting up something, I would keep want to. First of all, my iPad. Since I like doing content, I figure my iPad would be something good for me to just use to edit my videos or to just have something that's almost like a digital planner. So you can do a lot of things on it as far as like, it's something easy. It's on the go. It's compatible with a lot of things. And I figured that was just something like, Mom, I need to get an iPad. I love my iPad now.
So wait, you guys had traded in one though too, but that was one was broke or
that
what was
broke? Yeah, that was my old iPad. At first, I wanted that iPad just to have it because when I was younger, I always just wanted an iPad, but I wanted one of the newer ones. But that
you
was
can
a
do
smaller
more.
one. Yeah.
Okay. So then next we go into I'm guessing this is Northstorm. Was it Northstorm? That's okay. So Apple to Northstorm, and the first thing I think you were trying to get some purple jeans, but you didn't end up getting those. What did you end up getting? The Balenciagas. All right. So talk about it a little bit.
No, that time I ended up getting the off-whites.
Okay. So talk about why when you you went in, the first thing you wanted was the purple jeans. Was it because of the trend or is just your style?
So a little bit of both, actually. One thing about it, when I see trends, I like to hop on them very quickly, especially being a content creator. I feel like you got to get on the trends before they run out, or at least you got to do your own style with it. So I figure like I'm going to get some purple jeans, but I'm going to try to mix it up with something that I would do on the regular. So usually if I do wear something expensive, I got to make sure I have like everything else expensive with it. So like I'm talking purple jeans, probably like Balenciaga on the shirt and the shoes. You know, something just hard. But I figured like if I'm going to do the purple jeans, I got to get me some nice shoes. So I was like, if we're not getting the purple jeans, we're going to walk out of here with some off-whites.
No, I feel that. So you ended up getting what off-whites? There was just some regular off-whites or specific?
So do you know the Out of Office? They're like red and white. I can show you a picture.
All right, go ahead. Let me see.
All right, let me see.
Guys, I know I've seen the Chuck ones, and I know like Off-White has their own shoe where it's like not a collab, like not a Jordan collab or something like that.
I think this one was by the actual brand. These right here.
Okay. So you're pointing it like to the camera a little bit so they can see. Okay, all right, bet. So then, I don't know, what store did you go into after this? Because you had start saying you wanted some essentials, but I'm guessing you didn't get that. And then, what is the thing with the cotton on it? What is those called? Denim tears. And then you said you wanted denim tears. So what did you end up getting out of that store?
We didn't get anything out of that store, actually. I think as far as from that store goes, I feel like some retail stores kind of overdo it as far as like from what you're actually getting from them. I feel like if you go on the actual website or go on like GOAT or something else, you'll get it for way cheaper. When we got in there, Denim Tears hoodie itself was like, I want to say over $800 just for a hoodie. Mind you, that don't sound too bad of a price from there, but at the time we're like, we trying to go get everything quick and get everything just in all in one bunch. We ain't want to overdo.
Wait, it's $800 or is that the resale price?
I think that was just the resale price at the time,
and not for the full. Just the hoodie.
Just the hoodie.
That is ridiculous.
That's dumb. Yeah. When you could go online and you could get the whole sweatsuit for probably $600. So I figured, all right, yeah, Mom, we ain't got to get it. But mind you, if I really wanted it, she was going to get it. But I was like, nah, like, if I really want to get a bang for a buck, I was thinking smart.
You could get two things for that. Yeah,
I was like, yeah, so damn right, you just ordered that online. So I think after that, we ended up going home. It was
so that day was
way
it.
Bigger, but
so that was it. And then you probably had got some other stuff online and stuff like that. All right. Then the next one was the Atlanta vlog. So I was kind of curious about this because I'm like, this could have been like a 25-minute vlog, but then I think later down the line you had said you were only there for one day, so that wasn't a whole crazy weekend trip or something like that.
We were I think we were there for about, I want to say less than 4 days, so probably like 3 days.
Oh, okay.
But my initial plan to get down, like when I was down there, I wanted to be on my phone so bad. but I used up all of my data that time. And one thing about it at the time when we would buy new data for like my phone, it would take some time to like load up. So usually if she buy it one day, but I will overrun my data so much, taking so much pictures and just doing whatever, being on the phone. So I ended up telling her like, yeah, Mom, my phone's not working, and I would need it to like edit my videos, but it wasn't working. So then my storage just kept deleting and deleting and deleting. So then I was like, Mom, like I can't record as much as I wanted to. So every time I would get to the hotel, that's when I would try to go back. And since I was offline, I could still use my normal camera, but the editing part, it wouldn't export. Especially outside, I would try to edit in a car while we're on trips. It didn't work. So I was like, dang, Mom. So I had to wait until I got home and actually post the whole vlog. And then it took weeks just to edit it. So I was kind of irritated about that. But that was for my mom's birthday trip. So I figured...
Wait, you got family down there? Because you said, what, your grandma? You were visiting your grandma?
It was kind of... So this is random. I kind of put a prank in there too.
Okay.
We didn't tell my grandma that we were going to be there. I actually told her, like, yeah, we're in Florida. And at first she wasn't batting it, so I was kind of getting irritated. But then I was like, yeah, we in Florida. And she was like, y'all's not in Florida. But then we was saying, like, we in Florida. We even told her, and I think she was starting to get it. Then we pulled up to her house. And then she was like, y'all's here? And I was like, yeah. And I don't know why I didn't get it on camera as good as I wanted to, but I feel like...
Her reaction?
Mm-hmm. And I feel like if I would have did it again, now that I really know what to do as far as camera-wise, I probably could have get a better reaction, but...
No, when I was watching that, because, like, you'll show, like, not even like 50 seconds of, okay, now we're doing this. Okay, now I changed my outfit. Okay, now we're at a pool or something like that. And I'm just like, where's the rest of the content?
Yeah, it was... It was definitely getting random at certain times. And then a lot of the videos, I feel like some of them I would get a little messed up on, especially like just clicking them. When I try to hurry up and press record, it might just be in slow motion.
Okay.
So that was something that really messed me up. But that was still in the midst of me learning a little bit.
Okay, so now one of the things I also want to highlight is you included your mom in a lot of these vlogs, and is that where you get your style from and some of your personality? So, because I'm just being honest, because sometimes you'll see slight instances of her showing her personality and her style on the camera too. So is that where you get that from?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of my style comes from my mom, especially when I was younger. One thing about, so this is crazy. I don't know if everybody's ready to hear this, but I have a very, very young mom. And she always just wanted to dress me nice. And since we are so young, she always just wanted to make sure like I'm putting on a good image. So certain things that she would do as far as like my style and the way that I dress, that a lot of that comes from her. But as I start kind of getting older, I feel like a lot of it's starting to like be me now. So now that I'm on social media, I'm starting to really show more of myself.
She gave you the base and now you're finessing with it now. Okay, I got you. So definitely though, the style, so what age would you say that you kind of started to like mixing your own, okay, now I like that, but hey, I'm going to finesse it this way. I'm going to do this. What age do you think you kind of started doing that?
This might sound crazy. 12. When I was 12. I feel like 11 and 10, I would just pick out some dumb stuff like it was cool. I think I wanted toys at that time. But then once I started realizing like, yeah, this could go on IG real quick. You know? I was telling her like, yeah, this could go on Instagram, so let's just get this. But then she would be like, no, don't be that type of person. Get something that you really like. So then that's when I actually really start thinking like, all right, that'll look nice or that'll look nice.
Okay, and another thing I got to admit, she really believes in you. She plays like a pivotal role in helping you. So is that one of the things that you're proud of? Or do you realize that on your content journey of like how fortunate you actually are?
Sometimes there's a lot of times where I kind of doubt myself and just the way that I'm going as far as on how hard it is, because it is extremely hard. But then there's like other times where I realize like I'm really doing this. Like I see the impact that I actually made, and I feel like that's something that just keeps me going. Like that's my motive that inspires
So
me.
you think sometimes that you have doubt, even with the amount of numbers you pull and like the content?
All the time.
But then to other people, but I know how it is on the outside looking in. People be like, oh, you're doing this. You be like, but I'd rather be here. Is it one of those things?
It's all the time, especially on TikTok. It's so hard.
What do you mean? Why on TikTok? You're doing good on TikTok.
No.
What?
Yeah, I feel like I'm my biggest critic, especially on TikTok.
All right, so now let's get to the TikTok. So as far as the TikTok journey, I'll say you kind of blew up fast because I went all the way down and then I looked at your first video and that was one thing I was like, okay, I got to X that off the rip because it's the Rod Wave video. And I'm like, is that not a vlog? Why isn't that a vlog?
Wait, what Rod Wave video?
That's your first TikTok you made. I a video of you at the Rod Wave concert.
Oh, is that the first one that's on my page? Like,
Yes, the first
down.
now. I had to do my research, so I had to go all the way down to the bottom, make sure.
I remember that video. That was kind of after. I feel like I was just like in that moment. I was already known from a little bit of people, but then I was doing videos where I would be on Snapchat, and I figured if I just posted that on TikTok, like this might do some numbers, and it actually pulled in pretty well
for your first video.
At the time, yeah.
Hell yeah! So was that? So that wasn't nothing specific or planned. That was just more of like, oh, let's just see what happens. And that was when you created your TikTok too.
That was actually so. I had my TikTok for a long time before that, but a lot of my older videos were just. They were just dumb videos. They were just videos I would just post.
Okay.
But then that one was really doing good. And then once I really started posting more videos that did good, I was like, wow, I could delete the rest and just have that up there. Just as a memory.
So that was my first question. I was like, man, that could have been a vlog ASAP. But then the reason why I had said that and had that set up like that is because I did think that you went from YouTube to TikTok. But now I guess that makes more sense of why there's so much more content on TikTok is because you started there first. Okay, so of course it seemed like immediately you had gained traction, and then right after you're pulling in some good numbers. Of course, we'll talk about when you start getting to the like 900,000 and 1 million views. But what do you feel as if that was one of those first videos that was like outside of like, you know, the Rod Wave video that was like, okay, this is something that I didn't think was going to happen, and this really went crazy?
So I was in school. This is my old school. I was at my old school, and I was in class this one time, and I was like, hey, what you say or something? And I had my headphones on. It blew up. I think that got 400,000 views off my first video, and I think I had like 1,000 or less than 2,000 followers at that time, or maybe like 900. And I was wondering, like, dang. And then I looked in the comments, and I was like, I started what was going on the sound. Other people start doing it, and they start getting millions of views and all that too. I was kind of jealous, but a part of me was like, I still started it, and my name would still pop up at the top when you would see it. So that was something that was like, let me do another video in the classroom. And I did. I did another video that also went viral. I think that hit like 1 million views. And I was like, is it just a classroom? Like, now they remembering this wall. Let me make sure I get to this class every day, do my work, and do my video. And I feel like a lot of my videos in that same classroom went so much viral. And so then I should start posting like a tad bit more, but then I stopped.
So you think like your viewers probably just got used to you in that setting, and then it was just like over time, okay, we know who this is. We know this classroom. Okay, what about the I'm from Pittsburgh video? That went crazy. And one of the things that really shocks me is like, it's like you're a younger generation, and it's like 10 years later, it's crazy how some of this shit's still the same. Everybody still wants the beats. And you would think that would have gotten played out by now.
You would think so,
but
man.
it's not. And then another thing you said was the waterfront thing. That's shocking to me because it's like they're still strict like that. At waterfront till this day.
They don't we don't even go down there no more. We stopped even going down there. That used to be the move every week, man. We used to put on our shoes and be like, who want to go to waterfront? Now you can't even go to waterfront no more. It's crazy. But I feel like that's a lot of places now. I feel like once it's like you give a mouse a cookie. You do so much for just us, and we always ruin it. And I'll say we as a bunch because there's some times where we break the rules. Like, if we're not supposed to be in somewhere, we're probably still gonna run in there because if it's cold or something, we're kids. We ain't got much to do. But that's just the setting. That's what's gonna happen. So I feel like that's just what's bound to happen. When we go to places, people are gonna fight. People are gonna do this. And it's just gonna get shut down and taken away from us.
Well, all right, this is going to go off topic, and then we'll get back to TikTok. So what do you guys do nowadays? Because I don't see nobody dancing. I don't really see a lot of parties. I mean, I seen Train Day happen. A light up night looked like it was.
It was.
That's
so
what I
crazy.
said.
I was there though. It was lit. It was lit, but it was bad. It was bad.
I seen a lot of stuff happen, and I can't judge because I was there. I've been there before and running and yelling. It was fun. When you're young,
horses,
it's fun.
Man, them horses really get you out the way. I told them, like, y'all bring them horses, I'll sure get out the way. You ain't got to worry about me.
So, but like outside of things like that, the typical Pittsburgh thing to do, what is it? Some things that you guys do nowadays, or it's more just like online? We just want to create content.
No, it's not even that. Like, a lot of people don't even want to do content anymore. A lot of people just feel like, oh yeah, like they're gonna use you for content. So if somebody see like, oh, they're doing good, let's get in a video, let's do this. But 9 times out of 10, it never makes sense to me. Like, if you want to do a video or you want to shout it out, what am I shouting you out for? And I hate to be that type of mean type of person, but if you're like, oh, I want to get followers, but you're being genuine to me, but you're not a content creator, what do you want followers for?
So it's different if it's like somebody that you see has been consistent on a content grind, and it makes sense to collaborate, versus you're talking about someone that's just like, they just want some clout.
And 9 times out of 10, like if I'm being nice, like, yeah, whatever, it's just a shout out. Man, my views they don't care about that. They want to see people actually doing this. So I just give them a heads up. Like, you're not going to get much if you ain't doing nothing.
I get it. You got to make it into the algorithm. So the first 100K video that you did had, I know you were talking about some of the school videos, and it's crazy. It was just a simple video.
It was.
You're literally just posting your shoes. You're not even talking. It's just you going like this.
Ooh,
shoes.
Video,
yeah.
That was I think that was my first ever video that actually blew up. Like ever. My first ever video.
That was like really crazy. Okay,
before even being in school, that hit the 400,000 or whatever. That video blew up and I was so happy. I was tweaking. Not a lot of people knew, but I was really tweaking that video. I love that video so much.
Why do you think it went so crazy? Just people liking shoes?
I feel like it went crazy because of the time I put into it. Me making that video, I feel like I knew I wanted that video to go viral. Like, I did all the shoes. It took so much time. I think I had to redo it. I did it. I posted it. It was over time. It kept doing views. And then I remember like a year later, I think it was still doing like more numbers than what I intended. And that made me so happy. And I remember telling my mom, like, yeah, Mom, look how much views this got. And she was a little happy, but she thinking like, yeah, he went viral. She was proud of me still. But then when I really started doing more of it, she actually like looked into it more.
Now, you talked about this video already, is the I Can't Hear with the Beats thing. That was when you almost hit 1 million, but you didn't really get there yet. So you're still like, of course, we'll get to the ones where you do end up hitting 1 million. So in those feelings, is it one of those, okay, I've been here before, like, what is it going to take? Are you excited? Like, what is your feeling when you're getting that close?
My feeling all the time is I always wanted 1 million followers, and I always wanted at least 100,000 followers. I feel like I'm at the closest point to 100,000 than like right now. In this instant, like I'm 70,000. That's almost 100K. But at the time, I really just wanted 10,000 followers. And I really just wanted myself to say 10K and 1 million, like for the likes, and 10K for the followers. So I was doing everything like nonstop to post until I got to 10K followers. It was not working. So I tried everything in the book. I looked at so many different videos and so many different people and just advice. The amount of times people, like, the advice does not work. And that's true. I feel like you only want to hear the advice just to keep yourself going. So if you know it's not going to work, you got to figure out something yourself. And that's what nobody understands. I feel like people are going to look at stuff and take from it. But instead of just taking from it, you have to like really implement it. And it's hard to say it because it really, that advice does not work. I feel like you really got to block all that out. If people be like, oh, you got to do this or you got to do that, you might. But you got to do what you got to do. So if they talking about, oh, don't post that, you got to be consistent and be yourself. If being yourself means you have to take an idea and flip it around, then that's what you should do. You shouldn't just want to get on here and just talk. Sometimes it might work, but that's really iffy. So you really got to put yourself out there.
It's like what works for some people might not work for you, but you can also take some of the things no, I get exactly what you're saying. But now the million, another video, I just don't understand the algorithm of like, you'll really just post something and be like, this is what y'all want?
Dumb, man.
What is it? The turn the phone sideways and when you watching someone twerk. Everyone has done this before when you're watching the twerk video. That was the first million video.
How did you know that?
This is my job, bro. I'm supposed to do this, bro.
I didn't even remember that. That was my first million video. That was crazy. I was wondering. So I looked on it. I looked on there, and then one day I was like, "Oh, this just started getting like a whole lot of likes and views."
But hold on. So there wasn't no specific reason why you posted. It was just random.
It was random.
All right, go ahead.
It was so random, and I remember I was just like the next day I woke up. I was like, "Oh, this is doing numbers," but I was kind of scared because, like I said, I was younger at the time. So just like they seeing a kid looking at people twerk, of course, like older people, but ain't nobody really saying they ain't care. They were like, "Oh,
it blew
yeah,
up." It seemed like people could relate.
Yeah,
they ain't care.
Like, all right, yeah, I like that. So I was like, yeah, that video really did numbers, and I was very proud of myself at that time.
So that's one of those moments when you were excited again. It wasn't as crazy as the first 100K, but it was like you were excited.
That was crazy. That was a crazy moment for me. I feel like that was real crazy for me. I pinned that video so quick.
And so it seemed like after this video, you had found your niche, having captions and then doing the sounds. But where did this come from? Is that one of those things that you just kind of adopted over time? How did you end up doing the captions and the sounds?
So the captions and the sound, there's actually this girl, she's from Philly. I used to always watch her videos. Actually, I used to make little videos about her too, but it was corny. But she's my age, and she used to just post the dumbest videos ever.
You remember her name?
Zora. Her name's Zora Bora on TikTok. And man, she probably sick as, she got like 1.2 million now, but she's my age too. And I think she's in the 9th grade, but she just be posting. And I remember she ain't used to put no hashtags. She used to just get on there and do whatever. So if she wanted to go down to the train station and be like, I'm at the train station with a little train station down, do a little dance, that's what she would do. So I would be at school and I'd be in the hallway like doing something goofy. And I remember it just blow up. Like, not blow up, but it get enough likes to where I was like, all right, I can do this into an everyday thing just to get views.
So she was somewhat of an inspiration, or was just her content, more or less?
It was just her content.
Okay. And is she still big, or is kind of like she's still doing her thing?
She's still doing her thing.
All right. One of the next thing I seen that you did, I seen you on Zayok stream, and all right. So I do tap into Zayok streams from time to time, and it's crazy because I think I might have seen you before I even seen the clip, but I wasn't actually sure. And forgive my ignorance, there would be a lot of people in the room with locks, so I'd be a little confused on who's who. So I'm gonna be honest, but then I seen the clip and then I was like, okay, so that was him on this stream. So how did this come about? How did this collaboration happen?
So actually, the collaboration was not meant for me, actually. And I was thinking about having him here with me today, but he couldn't make it. His name is Tata. He actually, that's my
I think he commented on one of my videos saying that I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
He's been doing his content for a while, and one thing about him is he's been so consistent and he's been making so much progress. But I feel like since me and him are kind of like both in our own lanes, there's a lot of things that we do that are so much different. So every time we try to get an opportunity because we are both very young, every time we both try to get an opportunity to promote ourselves, we always like just click. So that day he called me, he was like, do you want to come to this stream with me? I'm like, what you mean? Like, first of all, I wasn't even ready. So he was like, he called me, I went. And then as we was there, I was like, all right, we really about to go on stream. And I was very nervous, but I really appreciated him so much for bringing.
So you didn't know it was Zay's stream at first?
I knew it was his stream because he told me, but I feel like at first, like when he first called, like, do you want to come do this stream with me? I'm thinking like, whose stream he about to go on? He's like, Zay. I was like, yeah, like, let me think about it, because that was so random that day because I had only an hour to get ready. So I ended up going, and it was very, very good. Like, we just was having fun.
So what? The clip was you on a blind date, or was it? So what? All right. So explain this. Was it someone that actually was there, or was it someone on that camera, like on the phone?
It was somebody who was actually there.
Okay. And so how did this happen? Was this random? You just guys were trying to make content, or?
It was so random. We was trying to think of an idea. It was all three of us. No, it was three of us in the room before she even came there. And then he was like, all right, we got to have an idea that's going to make this interesting. And so he pulled that idea up. And I was like, all right, yeah. And me, I think she's like 20. But me, since I'm so young and we're playing around, I always think of like Rakai and Casanat doing these type of like things. So like, you really shouldn't have to care about how goofy or how out of pocket it is, as long as it's respectful and you doing everything the right way. So he was like, "Oh, you gotta go on a blind date or just do whatever." So first of all, I was supposed to lie about my number. I mean, lie about my my age and my name, but I couldn't. So the moment I got in there, like, I was so nervous. He was like, "All right, so what's your name?" I said, Dre. And then I was just so dumb. And then I don't know my zodiac signs like that for real. So she was like, what are you? Or what's your birthday? I said October 14th. And she was like, so what's your sign? I said Aquarius. She said, you're a Libra. And that was something that was just,
got him.
That was something that was really like, that was the funniest thing ever. Because on stream, like, to really have a clip like that, I was tweaking. I ain't never been on stream before. I tried to do Twitch. But
so that was your first time on stream?
It was nervous. I mean, it was very... I was nervous, but a part of me was like, I really want to do this. So, like, I just did it. And all my nervousness was still showing on camera.
Wait, I'm confused though. How, like, even now I'm talking to you, you don't seem nervous. It seems like it's easy for you to just talk. So why was it different on the stream for you?
So I feel like just being on stream, like, even right now, something in me, there's always something in me that's just nervous period. Like, even when I make like certain videos, but I always try to override it with like funness. So I try to be fun. So like we was getting up, dancing and all that. Even though I was still nervous or even looking awkward in the camera, I was having fun, but something in me is just always nervous. Like if I don't know where to sit or people sitting down and I gotta stand up, I might just do the weirdest stand or like the weirdest pose. But that's just me being nervous. And I don't know how to control it. That's something I'm just trying to work on, because I don't want to say if, but when I blow up for real or really get bigger doing content creation, then just being in like the presence of other content creators, I feel like I got to get rid of that nervousness and just genuinely be myself.
So as far as the, you said you don't stream, but you did try it. So when you tried it, what did you do on stream? What was it, and why aren't you streaming? Like, what's the? So
actually, as far as like, I would think of Twitch as a general streaming platform, and then even like YouTube, like streaming, I would think of them as like general, like them as really streamers. But I stream on TikTok, so I figure like that's just me going live. But now that I got my iMac, I was like, all right, you know, Apple, some things aren't compatible with it, so it was so very hard getting everything set up for me. So I was going to do Twitch, but I tried to set it up, and it was just so difficult. So I remember TikTok, it was on there one day, and I was like, all right, I could really do this, like, on TikTok. I tried to get on there, I set everything up, and I was having so much fun. And then I had, like, in TikTok, it was easy to put everything up there and get everything working. So I put, like, my information on the screen. I set everything up because it was so easy. I set up my first stream, and that was very, very fun. And I had everything set up on the side of the screen. It had the eyes. I'm thinking the eyes or like people watching the videos. It said like 60 people on my first, like just watching me.
That's good though.
Turns out it wasn't even 60 people. That was just the amount of people that joined the live.
Oh, okay.
It was only 4 people watching me the whole time. But my momentum in that moment, me thinking that I had 60 people watching me, that was something that I felt like I should always have that. I should keep that same energy.
All right, so that's one thing I do know. People typically do, not a lot of people, but they'll do the all-around streaming. So they might be streaming on TikTok, they might be streaming on Twitch, and they'll stream on like Facebook Live or something like that. So that you could always do that too. But obviously, so when you did your own stream, that was before you was on Zayak's stream, correct? So after seeing Zayak's stream and seeing like his setup and how it worked, did you take some like notes, or you were like, oh, maybe I should do this or maybe that, or you weren't even focused on it like that?
I feel like a little bit of it. Now, I even see, but this is for like a lot of streamers who are really like into streaming. They got their monitors set up and they got things to where like artists is on the side, and then they got what they're gonna be doing their content on. So probably like multiple monitors. And I figure like you really gotta have the setup. And a lot of people start off with nothing. From a lot of people say they come from nothing. But I feel like if you really want to make sure like your stuff is really doing good, and you don't want to have to wait a long time, like just for your camera quality to get better or people to actually start finding you, you gotta really set everything up and have everything like right then and there.
So you may stream in the future. Okay. All right, for sure. Now, the one thing I noticed is not a lot of collaborations. A lot of your content is literally you by yourself. And then I guess you kind of mentioned earlier that some of your friends might not like being on camera, things like that. But with the amount of content creators that are in Pittsburgh right now, I know not a lot of them aren't your age, but at the same time, you've proved that you can collab with them. So have you thought about doing collaborations, and why don't you have so many?
I have. So actually, there is a few collaborations that I was going to do. And there was one where I kind of fell short as far as just getting, like, letting everything get in the way. There's this girl named, her name was Georgie. She was
Georgie? I got to get her up here. She was talented.
She was doing something where she had like a little science lab, and I really wanted to be a part of it, but there was a lot of people where I kind of like, I wasn't communicating with them, so they ended up finding somebody without me. And although I really felt bad, I figured that was just a learning opportunity. Like when somebody's really doing something for you, you got to make sure you come in and like really show up what you say you was going to do. And I didn't do that, which is where I fell short. But I really, even still watching it, I was still going to show up and support because I said I was going to do it. But I appreciate how she did that even for the city. So even though I wasn't a part of it, I feel like the fact that she did that for the people who really want to do content, that was a good experience.
So are there, outside of course, you still want that collab to happen. So outside of that, are there certain people that you know for a fact that you want to collab with, or you don't want to mention them yet?
No, I definitely want to mention them. I want to collab with Anaya. She was here a little bit ago.
She is talented too,
Yeah, Anaya, what's her name? I don't know how to say it right. Shania?
Naya Ray?
I want to collab with her. I think she hit me up talking about like a Xmas party or something, like something she was gonna do. Like as far, I don't know if it's her cooking show or whatever she does, but she really be. She got it going on. I think she had it going on like way long. I think she started from YouTube actually on DDG.
Yeah, she literally said that when she was up here, and it's crazy because you see what I see, because I'd be like, well, you guys haven't got an interview? No. I'd be like, shit.
That's how it be, man.
Yeah. That's why I just understand. I see exactly what you see. All right, so them two. Anybody else? There's a lot of content creators. So
well, the biggest one that I always wanted to like really, but I don't see him do content as much. I feel like he just always. I feel like he's just him. Not like that, like not no glaze or nothing. But I feel like he just could get on social media, and a lot of the girls just like him for his looks. But Spook Luke. You ever hear him before? He be doing. I think he got like almost a million followers.
He's from Pittsburgh.
He got like all his platforms.
I gotta tap in.
He really be on like a lot of stuff, but he just be around. He's local, but I used to I got a lot of pictures with him. But he's just a cool dude, and I always figure like since he's not really doing content, he's just like a dancer type of dude, or he'll just get on there and flex his beard. I'm like, all right, this is really like he cool, but he got motion, and I figure like. But he old with it too, so not old, but like he's an older
so what about like is he like Lou Ratchet's age? They're around the same age. You know who Lou Ratchet is, right?
How old is he?
That's the Lou Ratchet is the I can't even think of it. I'll show it to you later. You'll know exactly. Now, do you think there's a specific way to go viral? Is there a specific method to it? And the reason I ask that is because you post a random like picture of the Aldi's thing, like let's meet here, bring your own bottle, bring it, and this shit go crazy.
That did numbers.
So explain it to me. Is there a method to go viral? Or you don't know, and that was just a joke, and that wasn't real, right? That was just a joke.
That was just a joke. But even baby, he posted it on his Instagram, and I was tweaking.
I didn't even know that people knew that much about Aldi's. I thought that was just maybe.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking like I wanted something that was gonna be real local, so I was thinking about like Target, Walmart, but then I was like, Aldi's, like this is a grocery store, so let me just see what this do. But that did numbers.
How? You gotta like explain it.
On Instagram, not gonna lie, I think I'm shadow banned on Instagram, but I still always try to push myself so hard on Instagram, so hard. I even made another account and I do a lot of numbers on there.
I seen that.
So
too.
I would share it with my actual page to still get traction. But Instagram is so hard to get viewers, especially if you're posting reels. I feel like reels for certain accounts, and I had my account for some time now, since like 2018. So I think when you post something and like let it sit there, it doesn't get any views. Which my pictures and stuff now, they're getting views, but I'll get like 50,000 views on like a birthday picture and like 1,000 likes. And a lot of times it doesn't make as much sense to me, but the algorithm on Instagram is way more twisted and complex than it is on TikTok. TikTok, really push it out, but Instagram, they prioritize your followers.
I don't exactly know how it works on Instagram because, well, I will say this. When I first like post the first clip of like somebody I'm interviewing and it's like something nobody has seen before and it's the first time, it goes crazy. Then after that, I might die down a little bit unless I post something that everyone can agree with. But I'm not really sure how Instagram works because there's times I've posted just like without collaborations, anything, and it won't go crazy. So
that's even with celebrity. Like you'll see like certain celebrities on Instagram, they'll have 300 million followers and get less than 9,000 likes on a post.
And all right, that's as bad as say. That'd be making me feel good because it's like, all right, so that means that like, obviously I'm doing something right because y'all ain't even, and I'm like, you're the baby, you're this person.
And
like
it's crazy. Like, how does that even work for you, man?
Yeah, I don't understand it either. It's kind of shocking. But then you'll see somebody like you said, Rakai or somebody like that, all of their stuff goes crazy.
All their stuff.
All right, oh my gosh, we don't even got enough time, and there's all these questions I still have. But let's get on into this. Okay, so there are a lot of popular streamers now. So outside of Pittsburgh, you already named some of the people that you want to collaborate in Pittsburgh, but talk about some of the streamers that you like, that you may watch, and people outside of Pittsburgh.
So there's a few people outside of Pittsburgh. Actually, when I was in Atlanta, there was this girl. She had so much motion, like so much motion. She's actually kind of cute too. But
what's her name?
Her name is Piper. But she's so she just a lot of people in her city knew her. But now it's gotten so weird. She followed me on Instagram like a few days back, but she followed me on all her accounts before, and I was so happy about it. But now she's banned on everything, so it's weird. But she was somebody I really wanted to collab with. She had like 300,000 followers, like 250,000 on Instagram.
Because I think I seen Raquel arguing with somebody.
Oh, no,
and
not that one.
Not that one. The Capri Sun dude. Okay, all right, okay. Because I've seen them arguing before, and I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" Okay.
Did you say Capri Sun?
Ain't that his name?
It's Capri.
All right, but you know what I'm talking about though. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I seen them at Funny Mike's prom. I think it was at Funny Mike's prom.
Man, that'd be jumping.
Yeah.
But actually, there was somebody, her name's Kanigra. I think she does like so much like she'll get all her kids in like skits and do videos with them, but it's almost like they're movies and episodes. But I've been watching her for so long, and I always wanted to be in one of them. I think she's in ATL or probably Texas or something, but she does videos to where like she'll pull kids in, know whether, like, do you know that girl Lele?
Yeah, I know Lele. She had a Nickelodeon or Disney show back in the day. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I think she have her on like some of her shows, but then she'll have like even just like Funny Mike or like some big people on her shows, like but they're kids, and she'll make them like movies, like whether it's a clip of them doing this or maybe like they're dating or probably like a treehouse scene, and it's like a whole big treehouse and everybody's in it, they dancing, or like the neighborhood. She'll do certain seasons and series and episodes. I always wanted to be in one because I figured like. She like they built all the people who are on her stuff. They all got big fan bases. Like I'm talking 3 million followers and 5 million, and she really just posts on YouTube almost every week.
So she's more like the production and the behind the scenes type, but she makes appearances sometimes.
She's usually sometimes like the mom or like just the baby mom or something random.
And so like okay, so outside of this though, what? Specifically any streamers, because those are more content creators. Like I'm gonna talk about people that are on stream. Like, do you not watch Twitch at all? Okay, so then
I try to get into it, but I'm just a clip type of person.
Okay.
Now low key Ricard, I always wanted Ricard like to kind of notice just like me or even see me. He probably liked one of my videos before, but
that man is talented, bro.
He does everything, and when I think he had a few like kid appearances on his show. Like I think there was this one dude, his name was like Rick Kai, but I think he like
he was on Reggie's. That was he was. I think he collabed with Reggie. I don't even think he was with Rick Kai. I think that I might be wrong, but I think that they had seen each other at the Clover House, and then that's what happened. But he was trying to get
that's probably what I seen, because I think he just dapped him up, but he been glazing him for so long, and that actually built him up.
He stopped acting like him though, didn't he?
But now he's big. He's big. Just
White Boy and them did the same thing, so I mean it can work.
That's what they. But I feel like Ricard, he's one of the people that I like really watch on stream, and got to be like one of the only people that I would probably ever watch on stream. Him and just casting that.
So you would love to collab with Ricard? Yeah, and Kyle need to get back streaming, but they got so much stuff going on.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of online. I ain't even going to get into that. Okay, so obviously your views fluctuate, and you might go from 5K to 400K, but what is something that you feel as if, though, is your go-to now if you do want to post and you do like, okay, I need something to go up, I need to gain traction. What is something that you usually do now? Is it the voiceovers?
So a voiceover would be good. But what I would like normally do if I really want to go viral right now, I would find like the most popular sound. So if it's like, that one with like YK Niece or something, or that little scuba dance. I did that scuba dance, I want to say a month ago, and I was just chilling like in my room. But I ain't had views in so long. I posted that video that one night, and then I posted 2 more videos. I said, what time y'all put y'all noodles in the microwave for? All 3 of those videos, like I want to say probably like 4 weeks ago, did so much number. I'm talking about 600,000 views on the one video, 400,000 on the other one, and like 50K on the other one.
And this is over time. They just keep going up.
That was in 3.
But you be having a lot of comments too, bro. You don't only say views. You be having a lot of comments. You don't even be responding.
I can't read all
It seems like you'll look at 2 or 3 and then you just give up.
There be so. I'm sorry. I think there was like. I think my most comments was like probably over 30,000, and that was just too much. I would like the ones that was funny though, or they put a little like when they take a screenshot and they put it on there. That's funny.
All right, so there was another one. Is this the one that got the CJ So Cool? I don't even know who that is, but I seen it did crazy number. I might know him. I probably gotta see him, but I was the first day thing. I don't know what's going on, so you're gonna have to give me some backstory into that, and then next time I have to try to fire off some more questions. But go ahead, because that was the 4 million. You got 4. Wasn't that one of the 4 millions? Or that
Yeah, I got 4 million.
Okay, go ahead.
So that I guess they were saying I look like him or something.
Oh.
So I posted just that video of like the shoe part, and I think just because I had dreads and I was like brown skinned, like they thought I was him, like the son that he was actually talking about. And so that did 4 million views, and I think that was my first video to do anything over 4 million. But then my other video that I think the one video with me in a car that was sitting at like 3.9 million for so long.
Well, it's for now, right? It's for now. That's the one with the Woody. Is it the Woody voiceover?
And he was like, something like I don't care, or like
I don't know how to ask these questions. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's from him in court. I don't even know if you know that. He's in court. That's when he was in court for the Young Thug case. Yeah, that went crazy, bro.
That did. I think that was the only thing that almost hit 1 million likes.
Do you know like these are gonna do this, or it just happens?
It just happens. But I think I did know that CJ So Cool video was gonna do something like that. I just didn't know CJ So Cool was gonna repost it and do everything that he did.
Now, I was going to ask you, why don't you post YouTube Shorts? And then I did see your other Instagram, because I was going to ask you, why don't you post the same clips you got on TikTok on your Instagram? Because all your personal page is just all the Get Readies with me. And then I found the other page, and I was like, okay, so he does post some of them, but it's on this page. And now that you said it earlier, you said because you feel as if they're your shadow band, but your Get Readies with me do well. You don't, do you still do those?
They do well, but what I would see from a lot of people, like I said, I am my biggest critic, so I always take so much other inspiration. When people do videos and I realize like they got 100 followers and they're posting a content video with like so much stuff, I never gave up though. That's something that I'm proud of myself. I never gave up, but I will look at it and take from it. So if they're posting it on Instagram and it's getting like 10,000 views and they only got 100 followers and I'm not, I tried so many different things and it wasn't working, so I ended up just making a new account, and I realized I posted the same stuff on there that I posted my actual page, and I did it side by side. I posted it on my actual page, other page, same. I think I did the same caption. It got so much more traction on my other page, and that's when I realized I was shadow banned other than just Rails itself. I ain't let it stop me though, because when I would do it, I would kind of fluctuate. I would still post to my main account, but I would share it to my other one.
I mean, I feel as if you still do well, but I get what you're saying. You want to see the same numbers you see on TikTok on here, so I get exactly what you're saying.
Because Instagram, that's where it's at. I just love Instagram. You know, post real quick stories and all that.
Okay, so now, oh my gosh, bro. You know, this is why I needed you here on time, because like I had really went over the questions. I was like, all right, this is like an hour and 30-minute interview. So I know they're going to come in here, so we just going to keep firing until they come in here. All right, so then you dropped 2 songs. All right, tell me if I'm wrong. You wasn't taking some of the Swagg Bananas, you wasn't really taking that serious. Was you?
A little bit.
So why did you shoot videos?
Just a tad bit.
You literally just posted that. Even the I'm So 412, it seems like you promoted that a little bit more.
I love that song. That I wouldn't say I hate it, but that's just a...
So when it came to the music, why were you creating music, or was it just like something you were just trying at the time?
So a part of me being in Pittsburgh, not a lot of younger people was making music, or a lot of the music that they was making was just not fitting my type of era. I'm a goofy type of person, and I feel like I just love ATL type of music. So you know, like the Rich Kids or like the old beats where...
How the fuck do you know who Rich Kids is?
The Rich Kids, what you mean? I know.
All right, tell me a Rich Kids song real fast.
What you mean? Like what type of song?
Name a song.
Hold on, let me think. No,
got you. I was about to.
No, that's
how do you know Rich Kids?
No, that's not. I'm trying to think of it. They got so much songs.
I'm putting you on the spot.
No, I know, but I just be hearing them. I'll be hearing the Rich Kids music.
Go ahead.
But the Rich Kids, they beats was always so lit, and I always like a little bit of Malice Behavior and like Bunna B. I like those, like the ATL type of beats, like the older type of beats. Where
Bunna B's. Oh, my bad. I know you're talking about that.
Yeah.
I seen her on Recast Stream. She's funny as hell.
Man, her laugh, bro. She's really one of them.
I think she's more comedic than she is like rapping.
She gotta be.
She's talented at both, don't get me wrong. But all right, so for the songs though, so which one do you feel as if though did the best for you, and are you still gonna do music?
So my favorite song out of both of them is Swagg Bananas. I feel like not a lot of people know it only because of me. I feel like I could do a little bit more promoting. Even now, shot a video. I probably still could do a video. Yeah. But the I'm So 412 song probably did the best for me. Yeah, everybody know that one.
Was that, who was on that with you? Was that somebody on you? Okay.
But that was just like a remix. I don't think I posted that one yet. But there was this girl, she did a song to like the same beat, but I think hers did a little bit more better than mine. But I think her was just for the city overall. I don't think it was just goofy. I feel like she was being for real.
So the one on your YouTube is just you, and then the one where it's the clip is the remix, but you guys just never dropped it. Okay, all right. Now these next couple questions, we're gonna have to fire these off. So just kind of make these like quick response questions. So who you feel as if those have been the most supportive to you in your content journey?
My mom.
And why do you think that is?
She just, like, if I ask her for a camera right now, she'll buy it.
Mm-hmm.
If she broke, she's still gonna buy the camera, especially if I know, like, all right, I'm gonna do this, she'll buy it for me.
So you definitely feel the love from her for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and who else outside of your mother, though?
That's her.
Okay.
That's her. He'll really support me.
So that would be one of the pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite brand?
My favorite brand? Balenciaga.
Favorite shoe?
Balenciaga.
Okay. And now, so what are...
No. Sorry, my bad. Bottega. The Bottega Veneta.
Bottegas?
Yeah.
See, he switched. He said, wait, hold on. Bottegas. Oh, no, I got to throw this in here because I did see in the vlog, you had said that I had to do a quick lineup. You cut your own hair or that was, you just know how to line yourself up?
No, somebody did that for me.
Okay. That was another just random question. And now, brand and sponsors. Has there ever been brands or collabs that people that have reached out to you or you haven't got that far yet?
Mm-hmm. But I actually had to do some of the reaching out myself. Mm-hmm. I feel like that was just like some people, like a lot of TikTok people, they keep trying to get like to me, but it's dumb stuff, like probably like toothpaste or something like this. I would do it, but it's dumb.
The creator shop you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. I try to get to it. I did something for it before actually, and I still didn't get my money yet, so it's crazy.
And now you're still in high school, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So how is that process of, because you technically are popping and going to school? Does it resonate with school? Do people bother you, or what is that like? Or is it just like they know you, so it's not that big of a deal?
I feel like sometimes people bother me for real, like not annoying, but sometimes people would just like bring it to my attention again, like telling me what I already know. But that don't be something that I don't say I hate it, because I really do like it sometimes. But now I feel like it just be the hate and stuff that I do not like. I don't think I can get with that.
And what are some goals, and I'm sorry I'm firing these off, but I'm trying to make sure we get all these questions out. What are some goals that you have in the upcoming for 2026?
So 2026, I really want to hit 100K. Like, that's what I'm really trying to do. I want to hit like 20 million likes if I can.
And what are some of the interests that you have outside of content?
Outside of content. So I was playing football, but I'm not that good at it. Bad at basketball, but I want to run track. But there's just a lot of, I feel like it's other than sports, I could just try to like do whatever to just keep me active.
All right. I think we got a lot of the content out, and we talked about a lot here. What does your family outside of your mom think of your content, or they don't really know about it or watch it?
They actually love me. A lot of people, they might just think I'm Hollywood, but since it's just me and my mom for real, like my dad, he's in jail right now. So since it's just me and my mom living with each other, we got a lot of family like on my mom's side. But I wouldn't say we're like fully distant, but there's just a lot of times where like we really just go on so far without seeing each other. So they just know about me.
And do you like being the only child? Because, bro, you're spoiled rotten, bro. You posted the one TikTok clip where it's all the Apple products, and I'm like, goodness gracious. Like, you're spoiled rotten, bro.
I got a brother, actually.
So you're not the only child?
On my dad's side, though.
Oh, okay. So how do you feel about that, though? Do you sometimes, like, want your sibling around? Do you appreciate the spotlight and the attention you do receive?
I don't. Sometimes I like the spotlight and attention, but I feel like as I'm getting older, like sometimes I just like being alone. So I feel like sometimes to have something that's on me so bad, I feel like if it resonates to somebody else a little bit too. Like if I did have a sibling, so my mom called their name and not mine. But hey, it's too late for that now because I'm already 15, so I really don't care now. But
you're only 15?
Yeah, I just turned 15 too.
God, bro.
I just turned 15 like 2
you got
weeks
so
ago.
much time, bro. You talk about hitting 100K, you're gonna hit that, bro.
2 weeks ago, I just turned 15.
That is crazy. So you're definitely ahead of you're ahead. You're good. All right, bro. You're good. For sure. You're definitely
I was super young.
All right, so you're in high school though. So you Central? You got a Central? So you're a junior?
Freshman.
You're a freshman? Okay, so this is your first year at Central. What do you think of high school so far?
High school's okay. I feel like it's just work. I feel like work is something that I really gotta get. Like you gotta really get to it. If you don't get to it, then it's just all gonna come at you.
And what about college? Are you thinking about college? Do you want to go to college?
I'm definitely thinking about college, but low key is like what I like now. Do I think I'm ready for college? Absolutely not. Do I even hate the fact of thinking of college? Yes, but I feel like the way that my mom is, and I'm not saying that she's pressuring me to do it, but the way that she is. It's almost like I have to go to college.
I think you'll blow up before that option even arises.
Exactly. So I told her, like, if that do happen, then so and so. But the type of mother I have, it ain't no telling her no or not. But if I'm being honest, if I want to not go to college, I'm not going to go to college. But I'm going to do it because I think I still do have potential to go to college. So, yeah.
All right. So now, before we end this and you tell people where they can follow you and everything like that, I want to say is like, Bro, your mom was adamant about getting you up here, bro. She's very supportive. Like, she was on it. Like, you have a manager. Like, I'm telling you, you have a manager already.
Definitely be.
So I definitely want to give kudos to her. We already talked about her, so definitely shout out to her. And get you up here. And now that I'm talking to you in this conversation we had, I'm like, okay, so this worked perfectly. And you're definitely talented. Yeah, you have a long way to go. I thought you was at least 17. The fact that you're just 15 shows that you have so much time. So tell people where they can follow you, what you have coming up next, things that you want to accomplish, and things like that, bro.
All right, so as y'all know, it's DreGotRizz on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all primarily go to TikTok. We try and get to 100K. And I really just want to tell y'all, like, I got so much things in plan as far as for the rest of this year. I just want, like, I'm going to post for y'all, for real. I'm going to try to do my best at posting and try to come up with some more creative ideas. And basically just try to do things that's out of the ordinary. So until then, I just want y'all to make sure y'all follow me. And yeah, yo, I appreciate y'all for having me here, and I appreciate you for having me here. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. All right, so I just you told them where to follow you and everything. So Jay, you don't promote your YouTube, or is like.
So that's kind of like the reason why. So I really want to do YouTube, but I'm still
it's time consuming.
Iffy. I'm still iffy. Yeah. Okay. But I got my camera now, so I got to do something. So go follow my YouTube at DreGotRizz.
All right, I appreciate you, bro. All right, so.